Alrighty. Giving y'all 5 minutes to get up in it. No matter if it's long or short, do it with your head. Do it real good. Just do it. Pluto's in the 10th house. If you are watching at this point, there's going to be a timestamp to let you know when the video actually starts if you are watching the replay. So head down to the comments. Or just sit here and stare at me weirdly until it's time to start. No matter if it's long or short, do it with your head. Okay. Got about a minute and a half. And we're going to get into it, y'all. If you're here, say hello, like the video, do the things. The video is going to start at 5 minutes, so we have 1 minute left. But just say what's up so I know who you are and that you're here. Of course, engaging with this video, liking this video, sharing this video in any way also shares your energy, lets me tap on into your energy. So the messages should resonate more for you. All right, so we have 30 seconds. Y'all keep it cute in the comments. As y'all know, this is not a Love and Light channel. So don't play with me. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay. So hey y'all. Welcome to the channel. It's your girl Sid from Savy Sentient, as I always am. If you all are joining me here tonight, please make sure that you all do the things like, share, and subscribe to the channel. If you feel ever so inclined and would like to donate to the channel, you can Cash App $Savvy Sentient, any donations, which is linked in the description box below. And you can also contribute to the channel by taking part in the Amazon registry. There's cards and spiritual things on there that you could purchase for the channel, or you can choose cards, decks that you would like to see on the channel yourself. And of course, anything purchased from the registry will be shouted out. Okay, so I will give y'all props for y'all participation in the channel. Currently at SavvySentient.com, all readings with the exception of the mediumship are 30% off with the coupon code Happy B Day. Okay. I'll also link that in the comments somewhere so that y'all know that. You'll get the coupon code, the promo code exactly. So I don't know about y'all, but y'all been feeling sleepy. I think this eclipse energy got people feeling sleepy. So eclipse energy is very similar to full moon energy. It is a burst of energy, an expulsion of energy, which may make you feel drained and tired. But of course, it is also a powerful time to be doing any spiritual work, as the veil is thinner than one ply thinner than one ply toilet paper right now. Which also means that the ancestors are highly accessible right now. With that being said, I didn't channel a message today because I was sleepy as hell. Just woke up from a nap not too long ago. But also, I wanted to use this live to channel messages from your ancestors. So that's what we're going to do today. I'm not going to do my full-on channeling, get into all of that, because for some people it's creepy. Some of y'all have witnessed it on TikTok back in the day when I used to do it on TikTok. But we're going to get these messages. So I'm going to just start pulling cards. And that's what we're going to do. All right, so l'esprit guide John Zan sets of l'enlevé. Moi, je viens pour avec un médecin pour continuer. Tant pis, je me commande de venir pour ne pas penser, pour ne pas vraiment. Avant de collectif, n'a pas fait moi-même, pas fait confiance. Ok, on s'en peut ça, reconnaissance, je vous remercie. Finish, merci beaucoup. Okay, they show me the sun. So, what is the overall energy of this reading? What are the messages that you would like to convey to the collective spirits, collective ancestors? Two of Cups. And at the bottom of the deck is that sun energy. So what I'm feeling from these cards off rip is that your ancestors are wanting to work with you at this time. They are wanting to come together with you to illuminate. Yo, can I make it up? As soon as I pulled up the sun card to show y'all, look what was underneath. Death card. The dead, your dead, my dead. They want to work with us. They want to make our lives more abundant. They want to bring more freedom, more happiness, more vibrance, more money into our lives at this time. Okay? Even in the astrology right now, Sagittarius is the 8th house ruler. Sagittarius, the sign of luck, expanded knowledge, is being ruled by, is the 8th house ruler, which is Scorpio energy, death energy. Hello. Yeah. I just love when it all comes together. Like, it just all making sense. So when people say astrology not real, I be like, okay, explain this then. All right, so yeah, right now your ancestors really want to work with you. This is a wonderful time for them to do such. Veil is thin, they have access to you, you have access to them. They want things to they want to help work things out in your favor. So what's the current situation for the collective right now? Ancestors, what are y'all what is it that y'all want to help us with? What is it that y'all want to help us with? We got the devil flying out. I love it. All right. So we have the devil and the Nine of Wands. They're trying to save us. There is some maybe low vibrational energy in your life right now. There are some negative people around you right now. Your job may not be jobbing the way that it needs to job right now. Some of y'all are being overworked, underpaid. Some of y'all are being paid great, but the amount of work and the amount of energy that you have to expend to get that check just ain't it. It just ain't it. And your ancestors want to help take you away from this toxic energy. Knight of Wands is heroic energy. We have the Four of Cups here. Some of you all are extremely dissatisfied with your current situation. So, whether this be love, whether this be a job, whether this just be where you find yourself in life, they want to try to take you out of this energy. Um, I'm feeling that it's really necessary for you all to listen to your feelings because it's not your feelings, it's your intuition. It's your ancestors talking to you. Tell me more about this Four of Cups in reverse. I feel like there's an opportunity being offered to you that you're not wanting to take for whatever reason, but this is something that your ancestors need you to take. It's something that they're trying to tell you to take. The Ten of Pentacles is going to bring in some type of stability for you. For some of you, some of you all are going through some type of spiritual awakening. You come from a gifted family. You come from a line of conjurers, witches, prophets, spiritual people with spiritual gifts. If you don't resonate with the term witch, practitioner, whatever the case is, maybe you have more Abrahamic roots and you resonate more with prophetess or prophet, the church lingo. But at the end of the day, it's really all the same. Okay. Some of y'all are seers. Some of you all have the gift of mediumship that you run from. Your mama had it. Your mama's mama had it. You got it, but you wish you didn't. Some of you all are trying to turn down your spiritual inheritance. And your ancestors want you to stop running from your calling. Because part of the reason why you struggle so much in life is because there's a lot of spiritual support that you could receive. There's a lot of spiritual work that you could be doing. And because you run from it, you're not doing it. So your life could actually be a lot smoother. The luck in your life could be a lot more vast. But because you run from your calling, you struggle. Tell me more about this rejection of the spiritual inheritance, Spirit. I feel like there's some conflict about it. We have the Hermit. The Hermit card is soul searching. This is, for some of y'all, a dark night of the soul. You're I feel like you're in conflict. I feel like you're in conflict, especially if you do have more Abrahamic roots, because you can't deny what you feel. You can't deny that you have some type of gifting, some type of power. But you're conflicted by what you were taught, by what you were indoctrinated into. I feel like when you were younger, you had an experience with the Six of Cups and the Page of Wands. When you were younger, you had an experience that showed you that your magic was real. There was something that occurred that made you feel like you wanted to explore magic. But your teachings, the way you were raised, made you want to suppress this magic that you feel innately. So I feel like for a good portion of your life, you have been in tremendous conflict within yourself because you know that it exists. Tell me more, Spirit. It's time for you to surrender those beliefs. Surrender the things that prevent you from fully embracing your magic. The hangman energy is about surrender. However, it's also about enlightenment, taking a different position, seeing it from another perspective. I think that y'all got to start having a I don't give a fuck attitude. Stop worrying about the judgment coming from people who know you to be one way or one thing, and embrace your truth. With that hermit energy, you're going to find your truth. We have the Four of Swords and the Eight of Cups. There's a chapter that has to be closed, I feel, with this. And I feel like what that is there's certain relationships that you're going to have to kind of step away from with the Eight of Cups and the Four of Swords. Because you understand that the proximity to these relationships, like you care too much about what these people think. And it's because of that that you are limited. It's because of that that you are limited, that you can't step into your divinity, that you can't fully embody your magic and your power. You care too much about the judgment of certain people. Who are these people? Who are these people that the collective fears judgment from? The church. Can't make it up. The Hierophant. The Hierophant. So you care more about judgment from people who are in positions of power, your minister, your reverend, your deacons and deaconesses, your really, really religious auntie, some of your teachers, you care more about what they think, what they would think of you if you were to fully dive into the occult, into spirituality, into the magic that naturally calls to you. Tell me more. For some of y'all, it's your parents, your mom and dad. Look, your mom and dad's ministers and stuff. Judgment. Y'all fear judgment from the church. Y'all fear judgment. The Hierophant represents the church, people in positions of authority. Okay? And judgment is very much what it says it is, judgment. And so you are worried about these people Standing here looking at you. What? You finna do what? You want to practice Ifa. You want to practice voodoo. You want to practice hoodoo, Santeria. What? But the thing is, and a lot of them know it, this is something that you're called to do, Page of Cups. You are being called to do this. You are receiving a message from your ancestors, from your spirit guides. They're tugging on you. They're pulling on you to come on. The fear of judgment is what's holding you back. Tell me more, Spirit. Tell me more, Spirit. Nine of Cups, wish fulfillment, happiness and contentment. I feel like for some of you, in spite of the judgment, want nothing more than to follow this spiritual path because you know that it can bring you everything that you want. Some of you all have fantasized ever since you were a child of being a witch, being, some type of magical being. Like when you would play games in your imagination, you would be the powerful witch of the story. You would be a fairy. You would be the magical being. You wouldn't be a mundane human. It was 2202 when I said that. We have the Tower. With the Tower energy, it's time for you to tear down all of your preconceived notions, whether it be about magic itself or your Abrahamic religions. It's time to unlearn what you've learned. Okay? It's time to create a new foundation. It's time to have a new beginning. It's time to have a new beginning and embrace your magic. If you're looking to ask a question that's a personal question, you'll have to book a reading. If you're trying to get a reading, you have to book a reading. And you can book at SavySentient.com. 30% off with the code Happy B-Day. So yeah. I feel like some of y'all, there's a fire within you that wants this so much. And it's just the fear of judgment holding you back from your true and absolute power. So what are the next steps for the collective? What is the next thing that the collective needs to do? You need to unlearn what you have already preconceived, your pre-existing knowledge. Some of you all have maybe negative influences telling you that, magic is bad, horrible, whatever. It'll destroy you. It's demonic, all the things that they say. And y'all got to get past that so you can tap into your true internal power. Okay? So once the collective unlearns, once the collective gets past these preconceived notions, what is the next step for the collective? Temperance. The Page of Swords. Okay, so for some of y'all, y'all think that once you finally say, forget it, I'm not part of that religion anymore, I'm ready to embrace my power, that magic is just going to start happening left and right. But Spirit is saying, patience, grasshopper. Now is the time for study. You got to walk before you can run. You got to crawl before you can walk. So while you may have this natural power, while you may be innately magical and spiritual and powerful, you still got to put in the work. You still got to learn. Okay. So have some patience. Also, the Temperance card is a card of healing. So, some of us, upon leaving Abrahamic religions, come to find that we have a lot of church based trauma. So, there's a lot of trauma that you may have to heal from before you can, fully start to utilize your magic. And the reason for this is because, in my experience, magic comes from your heart chakra. When your heart chakra is impure, when it is damaged, the magic that you create, the things that you want to do magically tend to be not of the best vibration, not from the best energy, um, selfish. These are the people who want to do love spells on somebody else's man. Like, sis, love yourself and manifest the person that belongs to you. Like, why are you trying to do hexes and spells on people who are minding their business? Like, that's weird. That's suspicious. All right. Yeah, so making sure that you get your heart right and that you get healed, that's going to help you be a better practitioner. We have the moon as well. With the Ten of Swords, you're going to have to get rid of your fear. You can't operate spiritual gifts. You cannot manifest magic from a place of fear and apprehension. Okay, so you're going to have to dead that before you can be an effective practitioner, whatever form of magic you decide to use. So, the very first steps for you are to unlearn what you have already learned as far as negative connotations on magic and spirituality, and unlearn what you were taught by Abrahamic traditions. You're going to have to heal some things, especially trauma based in, churchy trauma. Okay. And you're going to have to be studious. You're going to have to learn. You're going to have to start from the bottom and learn who you are, which traditions best suit you. Learn about multiple traditions. Don't just find one magic and be like, cool, I'm a pagan. No, explore. See what suits you. You're going to have to let go of fear. You're going to have to let go of apprehension before you can fully dive in and embrace your power. At the bottom of the deck, we have the Queen of Wands. She's a master of manifestation. She is a witch, and she's good at what she does. Doing these things, these baby steps are going to lead you to this eventually. Eventually. All right, we're not going to just dive in it. All right. So, any last messages from this deck before I put her down? Knight of Cups. Two of Swords. Eight of Swords. Yeah. Again, I just feel like it's time for you to start healing some things. Okay. You are at an impasse. You are at a crossroads, and this is the things that are needing to be healed could be mentally, like I said, the way that you think about magic and Abrahamic religion. These things are keeping you stuck, and you need to take action towards healing with the Knight of Cups. It's going to be a tumultuous path that you find yourself on. It's not going to be easy to go from where you are now to that, boss ass practitioner that you want to be or that you're meant to be, or, spiritualist, wherever your spiritual path is taking you. It's not going to be an easy path. We have the Nine of Swords at the bottom of the deck. In this specific deck, the Nine of Swords still represents that anxiety, that insomnia, and all of those things, but it's in going through all of the mental turmoil that you find enlightenment. So this is like going through mental discomfort to gain enlightenment. So definitely there has to be a shift in how you think, how you approach this. Okay. And that's going to lead to 10 of Cups energy. Happily ever after. You're definitely going to find your soul family. Some of you all are about to embark on your dark night, and it's going to be hectic. It's going to be hard. It's going to be confusing. It's going to be spiritually jarring for you. But there's definitely light at the end of the tunnel. So just embrace it. It's mostly discomfort. It's mostly discomfort because the world, the way that you thought you knew it, you're going to find is not how it actually is. Okay. When you're going through an awakening, it can be scary. You may encounter some things that you don't think that you're ready for. Some of your ancestors might show up for you in the flesh, as fleshy as they can be, whether that be through other people or physically, appearing to your eyes. You may be experiencing talking. You may hear them talking in your ear. If y'all are familiar with the clairs, I did videos on all the clairs. If you're unfamiliar, go back and watch, the videos on clairvoyance and clairsentience and all of that. But to experience these gifts for the first time and to have communication from your spirit team through these gifts can be a little bit scary and uncomfortable. All I gotta say is relax. Relax into this. Try to be as calm as you can and just really listen, feel, what's happening. Okay. So let's get some Moonology. What messages do we have for the Moonology? Love to see it. Look, yeah. Void of course, Moon. Nothing will come of the situation. What I feel with this is running from your gifts, trying to hide from them, trying to avoid them is not going to help you at this time. You're going to just stagnate yourself. You need to embrace what is happening. And when you do, you can expect powerful change, new moon eclipse. Okay? There's going to be a huge shift that happens within your life when you just embrace what is happening. And do so without fear, because the last card that you have says you and your loved ones are safe. So what is happening for you spiritually is not dangerous. It's not harmful. You are safe. 9 times out of 10, when you are going through spiritual awakening, the spirits that come to you are your own family members. They are your ancestors. For me, my main spirit guide that came through when I started tapping into my mediumship wasn't related to me in this life, but she was related to me in a previous life. And she's the kindest, most gentlest, spirit that they could have ever given me. And she really helped me ease into mediumship. And she really helped me not be afraid. And even to this day, if I ever need her, I just want to talk to her, all I have to do is call her and she'll show up for me. So the energies around you, the spirits that you are encountering as you're going through your awakening are safe. They're safe for you. Okay? So let's get some soul lesson cards. Relationships. I am attracted to those people who serve my higher good. What did I say in the beginning of this reading? Your ancestors want to build relationships with you. These people are interested in serving your highest good. Tell me more. Love. I commit to the practice of seeing the good in all things. Don't be going into this fearfully, because these spirits around you are here out of love. And what is the last card? Regret. And you know what I'm getting from this regret card? It says, I know I cannot change the past. For some of you all who are further along in your spiritual journey, you already know what this card is about. You regret not doing it sooner, not embracing your power sooner, not connecting with your ancestors sooner. For some of y'all, as you're awakening, you're going to start feeling the same way. Like, why didn't I do this sooner? Why did I run from it for so long? Don't worry about that. You're doing it now. You're doing it in the time that you were meant to do it. You're awakening in the time that you were meant to awaken. You are embracing your gifts in the time that you were meant to embrace them. So don't worry about the past. And it's interesting that that card comes up with this message, because earlier, like I said, you were exposed to your gifts. You were exposed to your magic. You knew at a young age that this existed, that it was real, that it wasn't just some TV shit. And for some of you, your family suppressed it. For some of you, you just ran from it. But now that it's coming back around full circle and you're ready to tap into it, you may feel some regret about not doing it sooner. But don't. All right, so let's get some African goddesses for you. Love to see it. Mbuya Nahanda, radical rebirth. Storms with oh yeah, mama, oh yeah. And cosmic power and manifestation. All right, so I'm not going to read all of the messages, but I do think I want to read Radical Rebirth and oh yeah, the first ones that came out. But what is happening now with Mawu, Lisa, and Mojaji? Manifestation and cosmic power. You are coming into, your power through your radical rebirth, and it's going to feel like a storm. It's going to feel like a lot of storms. I told you that already. It's going to be hectic. But with the tower energy, oh yeah, it's similar energy to that. Oh yeah, is a tower in the form of an Orisha. But please believe that when she comes into your life, she's doing it for your best good. Okay, even in this, deck, her number is 13, which is death, transformation. She's coming through to try to transform your life. So let's start with Mbuya Nahanda. She's from the Temple of Ancestors. And who we talking about today? Your ancestors, okay? Her embodiment says, yes, you can. Stop the struggle. You can choose at any moment to start over and be reborn. Like the sun, you rise again and again. The sun led this reading. Remember? You remember. And the death card, like, this is your radical rebirth right here. All right. So it says, dust yourself off, move forward, and go for it again. Life is about transition and change. You will fall on your face, change your mind, and need to make a comeback again and again. Release the idea that you messed up if things aren't perfect. Stop waiting to be ready. Make new choices and decisions. Goddess declaration, still I rise. Okay, still I rise. Now is the time. Don't worry about the past and what coulda, woulda, and shoulda happened. You are doing it now. We also have Oya. She's from the Temple of the Warriors. This is the time for you to fight. It says the winds of change are in motion. Into every life, a little rain must fall. Personal storms clear away the old. Sometimes change moves so slowly, at other times, change is swift. What would you like to change? If you are not actively changing, you are choosing. You are choosing it. To make shift happen, focus on what you want. Stop giving energy to what is not working. The biggest thing holding you back is you. If you want people in life to treat you better, you go first. If you attract betrayals, stress, and strife, the common denominator is you. Beating yourself up is self-harm. Feel your feelings, honor your journey, and tell yourself the truth and practice self-compassion. Tell yourself the truth and practice self compassion. Goddess declaration: I make shift happen, and you will, using your cosmic power of manifestation. Hello. Using your cosmic power of manifestation. All of that originates in your heart chakra, which is why they wanted you to do some healing. So now it is imperative that you trust, your spirit team, that you trust your ancestors, and that you embrace the power that is yours. Okay, so let's get some advice. What is the advice for the collective? What is the advice? Mother of Wands, which was at the bottom of the deck earlier. That's where you're trying to go, what you're going to become. All this Wands energy, all this creative energy, and the Sun is still at the bottom of the deck. In the reverse now. Okay. So it's time for you to embrace your power. Okay. Embrace the power of your family. Four of Wands energy, Cancer energy, represents the home and the family. You come from a line of powerful people, and it is time for you to embrace the power that is innately yours. Doing so will help you unburden yourself. It will help you lift weights off of yourself. Some of you all feel like you're going uphill, like your life is an uphill battle. And this whole time, you've already had something in the palm of your hand, in your heart, in your mind, in your body that could have helped you, and it was magic. It was your own power. But you've been too in fear. You've been too in fear to embrace it. But your ancestors are saying, honey, now it's time for you to, we need to, goddamn. Okay. So let's get your postcard from Spirit. Postcard from Spirit. Let's hear it. And it goes a little something like this. Dearest you, as you think, so will you experience life. Thoughts are powerful and they need minding. Let the unruly, chaotic ones settle down so that they serve you or get released instead of wreaking havoc. These thoughts arise when connected to the energy of fear and often masquerade as truth. Yet, real truth is that essentially all is well. Of course, you have thoughts that are positive, strong, organized, accepting, creative, open, and so on. These are the ones that you want to keep thinking and have a less frantic quality. They're stimulating in a good way and they don't get away from you. How do you keep an inner eye on your thoughts? Meditate and leave judgment out of the mix. Everyone has those fearful thoughts. Love them, love yourself, and then choose the thoughts that you want the world to reflect back to you. Life is not as hard as you think. Loving you so much. And that really just goes back to the beginning of the reading where you were so fearful of embracing your gifts, your spiritual gifts, your power, because you were worried about what, your church family that you grew up in would say, that really religious aunt, your mom and your dad who didn't raise you to be no devil. They didn't raise you to be no devil out here practicing conjure and whatever other magic, that's not what they taught you to do. So it's time to get away from holding other people's beliefs and judgments at the forefront. And it's time to prioritize yourself and your own magic. What's going to make you happy? You've known for a very long time who you are. You've known for a long time that you were gifted, and you've allowed adults to suppress that within you. But now you are an adult and you don't have to continue to live under that suppression. You don't have to live in fear of judgment. You have the authority to make your own decisions over your own life. And you have some ancestors on the other side of this veil who want to help you embody your magic. They want to help you be who you're supposed to be and not who others wanted you to be. You no longer have to suppress, hide, live in fear. You no longer have to regret. You no longer have to have thoughts of what if I would have just, learned magic earlier? What if I would have just fully embraced my gifts earlier? I would be so much further along. What if? It's not going to get you where you want to be. Your time is now. The time to act is now. You have so much ancestral support ready and willing to assist you. You have so much angelic support. Your spirit guides are ready to help you through your dark night, through your transition, through your struggle, and you're gonna come out on the other side of this as a boss, as powerful being. Embrace that. Block out anybody who has anything negative to say. This is not their life. They have their own. They should live it and let you live yours. Okay. So I'm going to leave it here. These are your messages. If you all have any questions, comments, concerns, you can just drop them in the comments below. I do respond and talk to y'all through the comments. Please make sure that y'all like, share, subscribe if you have not already. And get out here and start studying. Get out here and start, being magical as fuck, because it's your birthright and you deserve to embrace and wield your power. Okay. So until the very next time I read for you all, I'm wishing you all love and light. Now go get right. Y'all better go get right. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye, y'all.